Men in high tech. They are not analytical. It's a matter of simple biology. What can you do? Although I must say I don't mind them manning the front desk. A little bit of eye candy, you know.
As a hiring manager, men are simply too expensive. They're about 30% more than women, and companies just can't afford it.
Having men in the office is a really big distraction from our female employees. You know, they just talk about how the men look and they objectify them, and it's a big waste of time and energy, and we can't afford to do that with our female employees who are otherwise very productive.
They're not just good enough. They're not good enough in developing new ideas. They just cannot execute the entire thing. They cannot bring to life the emotion behind the product.
Turn up with a bunch of very talented women who know what they're doing, and people think we're prejudiced. But, you know, working in a company, people have to get on with each other, and there just aren't enough men to do that. I mean, they're busy showing off and stuff, and we really need to get things done.
The problem really is that you've got the single men that are out clubbing all night, and then they come in the next day half dead, barely write a line of code. Then you've got the fathers, and they're totally involved, and that's fine. They text constantly, they call constantly, school meetings, you know. You can't really fault them. But in the long run, they don't identify with the corporate ethos. They don't have it.
We don't have enough men in high tech because the hours are so stressful. You have to work from home, and men are just not willing to do that.
So we try to give flexi time to all our workers, but we find it very difficult because most of the men really can't seem to handle the work-life balance, and when they're working from home, nothing seems to get done.
Technology really requires a high degree of emotional intelligence, and men are still really trying to get up to speed in the emotional intelligence sector. They can't seem to put it together when it comes to, like, you know, how to bring their whole self and not just their technical self to the table. And they are finding it very difficult to keep up with women.
And then, of course, there's things like all the women that are around. That can be intimidating for a man when he goes into a meeting, let's say, and the women are all very knowledgeable and professional, and they have what to contribute, and he's often the only guy in the room, and you know that can be challenging. So I think that we really need to make an effort to support men and help them invest in careers in high tech. It helps their families and it helps them develop professionally, and it's an important issue, and I'm really glad that Gangly Sister is addressing it. Good for you.